Anna, a lesser-known figure in the biblical narrative, plays a unique and profound role in the story of Jesus. As a prophetess, she is mentioned in Luke's Gospel, where her unwavering faith and devotion to God are highlighted. Anna, daughter of Phanuel, from the tribe of Asher, was advanced in age and had spent much of her life as a widow. She dedicated her time to serving in the temple, where she prayed and fasted continuously. This tireless commitment to the faith, even in the face of loss and loneliness, exemplifies the depth of love and devotion that Anna had for God. Anna is described as a woman of great faith. After the death of her husband, instead of giving in to despair, she turned even more to God. Her life in the temple, characterized by prayer and fasting, reveals a deep love and unwavering commitment. This devotion is a testimony to the power of faith and divine love that can sustain and inspire anyone's life. Anna is an example of how love and faith in God can transform life, even in the midst of the most difficult circumstances. When Jesus was presented in the temple, Anna was there. She recognized Jesus as the Messiah and began to talk about him to everyone who was waiting for the redemption of Jerusalem. This moment is significant because it shows that her faith and prayers were rewarded with the sight of the Savior. Anna, like the apostles later on, was one of the first to announce Jesus' arrival. Her proclamation is a reflection of the hope and faith she maintained over the years. Anna's story teaches us about the importance of patience and perseverance in faith. For years, she waited and prayed for the Messiah to come. Her story encourages us to keep the faith, even when the answers seem long in coming. Anna's love and dedication to God and her unwavering faith are powerful examples for us all. Through her story, we are reminded that faith and love for God can sustain us at all times in life. As Anna talked about Jesus, she planted seeds of faith in the hearts of the people around her. Like her, we can use our own stories and testimonies to inspire and strengthen the faith of others. Anna's example shows us that, regardless of our situation, we can always find ways to serve and glorify God. Her love and devotion are powerful reminders of the impact that a life of faith can have. It's interesting to note how Anne's story intertwines with that of the apostles. Although she was not one of the 12, her role as a proclaimer of the Messiah aligns her with the mission of the apostles. Both were called to witness and share Jesus' message with the world. This shows us that all of us, regardless of our position or title, are called to be apostles of Christ, sharing his message of love and redemption. Anna also teaches us about the importance of service. Her time in the temple was not spent in vain. Every prayer and fast was an act of love and devotion to God. In our own lives, we can look for ways to serve others and God, following Anne's example. Her faithful service reminds us that every act of love and faith, no matter how small, has great value in God's eyes. Anna's story is a powerful reminder of the impact that a life dedicated to God can have. Her example inspires us to live our lives with faith, love, and dedication. In doing so, we can experience the same joy and fulfillment that Anna found in seeing the fulfillment of God's promises. Her story encourages us to never give up on our faith, even when the challenges seem insurmountable. Now, before continuing, take the opportunity to subscribe to the Divine Passages channel and leave your like. Your participation is essential so that we can continue to bring you inspiring content about faith and God's love. Anna shows us that true faith is not passive, but active and full of hope. Her life was a constant testimony to the transforming power of faith and God's love. Through her story, we are inspired to live our own lives with a similar faith, trusting that God is always at work in our lives, even when we can't see it. Anna's testimony is an invitation to all of us to live with renewed faith. Her example encourages us to seek a deeper relationship with God, to trust in His promises, and to live a life of service and love. Hannah's story is a powerful reminder that even in our darkest moments, the light of God's love and faith can guide and sustain us. Anne, with her faith and dedication, shows us that true greatness lies in serving God with all your heart. Her life is an example of how a deep faith can transform not only our lives, but also the lives of those around us. May we follow his example and live our lives with an unshakable faith and a deep love for God. This concludes our reflection on Anna, an inspiring figure in the story of Jesus. May her story encourage us to live with greater faith, love, and dedication to God. And don't forget, keep following us on the Divine Passages channel, leaving your like and sharing this video with your friends and family.